My name is Mike Brenneman. I'm in Topeka, Kansas, and it's September 11, 2009, and I can't think of a better day to do an open carry Second Amendment speech dog walk and to protect my Second Amendment rights by exercising them. I'm in Topeka, Kansas, where only recently has the right to bear arms been given back to the people within the city of Topeka. And oftentimes this right is not exercised within the city, and people really aren't used to seeing other people, just regular civilians, your average citizen, open carrying just around town. And I want to take a second to explain to you viewers out there why those of us who exercise our open carry rights and film it like this and put it on YouTube for you to see do so. We do this for a couple reasons. One reason is so that you know it's reality, so that you know that someone, a regular citizen, can actually open carry in my town, Topeka, Kansas, and that it's actually been done. If you can see it on video, then you know it happened, and you know I'm not just blowing smoke. I also do this with the heart of a teacher. I do this to give pointers to other citizens who would seek to preserve their right by exercising it, and maybe give me some feedback in return, which I always appreciate. So today, September 11th, 2009, I'm going to go ahead and go on an open carry dog walk in Topeka, Kansas, and I think today I'll take my dog Dixie Doodle with me. Come here, Doodle. Come here, Doodle Bug. Come here. This is my Dixie Doodle. She's a goofy bird, and she's going to be going with me on my open carry dog walk today. And together, Dixie and I will preserve our Second Amendment rights by exercising them. Okay, I've embarked upon my open carry dog walk today. It's a beautiful day, and as I go, I just wanted to tell you, maybe give you a few pointers on open carry dog walking. I've chosen a dog that's rather calm. She's a nice, calm dog. She doesn't react to much. If you have an aggressive dog or a dog that's very protective of you, you may not want to take that dog on an open carry dog walk. When engaged in this activity, especially in an untested area, you're likely to be engaged by police. Maybe not necessarily hassled, but just approached, just so they can see what you're up to, and they may ask you some questions. And an overly aggressive dog or protective dog probably wouldn't be the best choice for those kinds of situations. Well, I've reached the turnaround point in my walk. I thought this might be an opportune time just to talk a little bit about open carrying in a municipality or a county or whatever that's untested as far as open carry. Legal, but untested, like in my community where I live. So when you open carry in a place like this, you become a test case by your very nature. And you should be careful with yourself, and there's precautions you should take. You should be careful, very careful, when approached by the police, especially if they are not used to dealing with these types of situations. To go ahead and have a copy of the local ordinance in your pocket. I fold one up and I put it in my breast pocket, and that way I know that if I'm confronted by local law enforcement, after asking their permission, I can go ahead and remove it from my pocket and show it to them. And in my community, we've gone a step farther, and we've even gotten a legal opinion from the city attorney's office, stating that open carry is legal in my city, and I've got that in my pocket as well. So, you know, if I'm stopped, and I hope I'm not stopped, but if I am, I can present that letter to a law enforcement officer, and while I expect him to do his due diligence and check it out, he can know that you know, the prosecutor's office has looked into it, and they're not willing to prosecute because they have nothing to prosecute. I'd also like to touch on a subject that I think is very important when you open carry, and that's appropriateness of your attire. I know that a lot of gun enthusiasts are also paramilitary enthusiasts and like to collect paramilitary gear and t-shirts and whatnot. And I'd like to caution against wearing that kind of gear when you open carry. The whole intent of something like an open carry dog walk is to let the citizenry in your town, in your community, see that, you know, regular citizens, normally attired citizens going about their business every day, can open carry, can carry a pistol for protection, can exercise their Second Amendment rights, and they're just normal, everyday people just like they are. And if you're wearing big combat boots or baggy pants or paramilitary gear, then, well, you're not really like every other citizen. You're something else. And it kind of defeats the purpose of this kind of exercise, like an open carry dog walk. Taking my my Beretta Cheetah, which was a gift to me. It's in a holster that matches my attire. It's not black, it's brown. Matches the rest of my attire and is a bit more low profile. Because my intent here is not to cause a ruckus or bring attention to myself necessarily, but to simply to Doodle's taking a little whiz there. Simply to exercise my rights. Come on, dog. Simply to exercise my rights and therefore protect them. So I'm just going to pan down to my pistol here so you can see what I'm carrying and how I consider it to be a bit more low profile than maybe a larger pistol or a pistol that doesn't really match my attire. As you can see, it's got brown accents. It's in a brown holster, matches my professional attire, and isn't all that doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. And that's what I would suggest if you intend to do an open carry dog walk. So we're just going to go ahead and walk now, and I'll let you see some of the scenery that I see, and you can experience events as I experience them. Well, we're almost halfway back to the house, and no incident, thank God. No one's called the police, and I haven't talked to any of our friendly neighborhood law enforcement officers. I'm getting a little winded here. I've been walking too long, and but I would like to talk about how we interact, how Doodle and I, and my dog, how we interact with people when we see them. You know, pass them on the sidewalk or on the street, and they, they may walk past you. They may notice your pistol. They may not. Simply smile, say hello, give them the greeting of the day. I had a guy and his son stopped just a moment ago in a car and asked me about my dog. He had mistaken her for an Irish wolfhound, and I had to inform her sadly that she's just a mongrel mutt. But and we had a nice conversation, and I'm certain he noticed my pistol, but he certainly didn't mention it in conversation, and we all went on our merry way after having a nice conversation. So, when you see people, don't avoid them. Don't walk on the other side of the street. Just walk by them, be nice, talk to them, have a conversation. And if somebody asks, "Hey, is that a pistol?" say, "Yeah, it is. It is. Do you have any questions about it? Can I tell you anything?" Or you may have the opportunity right there to educate the public and educate the citizenry. And that's the point of this exercise, education. I'm nearing the very end of my concealed carry dog walk now, and before I sign off, I just wanted to thank you for walking with Dixie and I today through Topeka, Kansas on September 11th, 2009. And on this day, in particular, I ask that you all take the time to remember and think about the rights that were afforded in this great country, the right to keep and bear arms being one of them. And I want you to think about the people in foreign lands who would take these rights from you, and the people in our own land who would take these rights given half the chance. So please bear that in mind on this day. Thanks for walking with us, and I hope to see you on the next concealed carry dog walk.